Yeah, baby, it's Scream Week. Let's go. Woo! Yeah, let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. I am just so excited. It's finally here. It's finally a couple of days, baby. Some of you get to see it on Wednesday. I get to see it on Thursday, and I'll have a little review up on Friday. I can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. Anyways, what is up, my dudes? Today we're doing final predictions. I'll have my video up tomorrow about my final predictions for the movie, but I want to hear what you guys think. Final predictions, what do you guys think? Who's the killers? Who's dying? What's happening in this movie? I want to talk about it tonight. This is the last one, last little prediction stream, and then we're talking about the movie on Friday, basically. So let's see what you guys got. What's going on? Twilight Sparkle Fan 2006 saying, got my tickets for Friday afternoon. So pumped, as it'll be my very first Scream movie I see in theaters. Nice. We're in the home stretch, so please don't spoil Scream 6. Hashtag. We did a hashtag, so that means it's serious, everybody. Don't spoil it. Don't do it. Or I will shit down your chimney. You think I'm kidding? I'm like Santa Claus, except you're not getting presents, okay? I'm pooping down that chimney. I don't want to say that, because that's going to imply something else. Anyways, TobyShow is saying we have officially started writing Mickey Alteria Scream story. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Good luck. Good luck with that. Craig is here saying, I can't wait to see the movie when it comes out. I know, dude. Craig. It's going to be a party, man. It's going to be a party. Welcome. Welcome. Horror Tori is here, and a Killjoy cult member too. What's up, Tori? What is going on? Hey, party people. How ready are we for Scream 6? I was born ready, Tori. Born ready. So excited. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We have our first super chat of the night from Mr. Brandon, too. Thank you so much for that support, dude. Throwing $5 in there saying, final kill predictions, Dr. Stone, Kirby, Ethan. It will be revealed that Kirby was a third killer in Scream 4 that got away with it. Ooh, I like that. All right, I love this music, but I gotta change it. I can't even. I get into it, and I just start dancing, and then I'm not streaming anymore. I'm not even focused. But Brandon's saying, okay, so killer predictions. It's Henry Czerny, Hayden Panettiere, and Jack Champion. Interesting. Okay, I love the idea of Kirby being the secret killer. That would be sick. I'm so down for that. I would love, I would love that personally. I would be very, I would, why I like that is because I think you can explain some stuff with Scream 4 that you didn't get to see. They got to do that anyways. How the hell did Kirby survive? So if you want to add to that a little bit and say there was maybe something else going on and kind of build this like pseudo trilogy, like 4, 5, and 6 is kind of its own story going on, I'm okay with that. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. I think that's a pretty cool reveal. I'd be down for it. Ethan is looking pretty suspicious, man, too. I feel you there. Dr. Stone, I'm not 100% about. I feel like he's a side character. But also, I don't know. Brandon, I don't know. I'm not 100%. But they didn't show too much of him in any of the marketing. So that usually means killer. You know what I mean? That's got killer written all over it. So I feel you there, Brandon. I love it, though. I do hope we have a lot of connections to Scream 4, 100%. I do agree with you there. I think just having Kirby in there already, there we go. We already got it. So, Brandon, I appreciate it, though. Thank you for the $5. What if you don't have a chimney? I'm going to shit on your... I'm going to shit in your bed. There you go, Twilight Sparkle Fan 2006. I'll poop in your bed if you spoil the movie, so don't do it. You'll get poop somewhere, and it'll be my poop. And you don't want that. That's what I'll tell you. I won't poop in your bed though. You're awesome. You started the hashtag with the no spoilers, so no poop for you. I don't know how I keep getting away with saying this stupid shit on YouTube, but anyways, Aaron Underwood is asking spoiler review on Friday. So yes, just so you all know, I will be posting a non-spoiler and spoiler review. The video will start off no spoilers, probably for like 2-3 minutes or so, and then we will get into spoilers. And don't worry, I will give you a big old nasty warning beforehand. So no one's getting spoiled here. I'm making sure of it. So just so you know, Aaron and everybody else watching, that's why I addressed the entire group of people watching here. Anyways, $5 from Ace Zach Reviews. Thank you so much, Zach. I'm assuming that's who I'm addressing, so thank you for being here. Saying never made it on on time for a live, but I finally did now. Well, welcome. I think it's 3 killers: Ethan, Detective Bailey, and Kirby, and or one of the girls. Okay. I love it. I'm very suspicious of Dermot Mulroney. I totally agree with you there. Very suspicious of him. Ethan, I'm on the fence about. I don't know. I feel like he's a red herring personally, but I see this. I can see this happening personally. Kirby's in this movie for a reason. You know what I mean? I don't know what that is yet, but it's got to be, there's something going on here. I think that clip today was pretty suspicious. I'm like, ooh, what's going on there? I don't know if you guys saw that new clip from like Good Morning America. That was really interesting. So I thought that was cool. It makes me kind of suspicious of the detective more than Kirby though now. So not 100% sure, but I do like that. I like this group. I think a group similar to this will absolutely be our killers this time around. I'm really, everyone seems to be on the 3 train. I'm there too. I'm like 3 killers for sure, without a doubt. So I don't even know why. Like I don't have any evidence to support that, but 3 people, this just seems like the movie to break the mold of the typical 2. You know what I mean? And if you want to talk about Scream 3, I get it. But also they were supposed to have 2 killers in that movie, and then shit got tossed left and right. There's supposed to be 4 killers in Scream 2, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? So I see this movie really breaking that mold, doing something different for sure, Zach. Thank you for the $5 though. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And Valerie's here throwing $10 in there. The General, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I just hit 16K, and I just love all of you wonderful people. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for subscribing. It means the world to me, and I just thank you. So Valerie, thank you so much thanks for throwing that in there. I appreciate it a whole lot. Thank you. That's awesome. Mastermind Killer's throwing $5 in there too, saying, you know my killer predictions: Zerny, Mulroney, and Quinn. Lone survivor is Sam. I like that personally, but in Scream 7, we learn Gail's death was a fake. Ooh. I kind of like that. I actually kind of like that a lot. I just like the idea of, I love the idea of having a fake out death in this movie, and I'm really starting to lean towards that. I think we might see Quinn die early on, so to say, bunny ears and all that, and then she comes back and takes off the mask. What? I thought you were dead, Quinn. Oh no, it's me and my dad. Leave me and my daughter alone. I feel that. Mulroney, Quinn, and Josh Segarra are my that's my guess personally for killers. So I'm feeling you there. I love it though. I really like the idea of Gail being a fake out death or something, and then Sam is the lone survivor. We're not getting 6 people surviving this movie. I would be shocked. I would be shocked if 4 or 5 people even lived through this one. So think this is going to be a bloodbath. That's my guess, Mastermind Killer. So thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a whole lot. Also, I don't know. I have not seen Flash Skywalker here yet, but I do want to say I got this fucking awesome hoodie from Flash Skywalker in the mail today, and I am like blown away. This is the coolest thing. This is one of the coolest things I've ever gotten in the mail. Thank you so much, Flash, dude. Holy crap, you're the best. So I appreciate that. A little Blackmore unit. I got Chad's hoodie from the movie, so I was like, dude, oh my god, I'm never taking this off. Fun fact, I'm literally never taking it off. I love this. So thank you, Flash. I don't know if you're here or not, but thank you. I'm sending him a message immediately after this stream. TobyShow's throwing $2 in there, saying, how do you think the ending will transition to 7? Genuinely, my prediction right now, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about this too, of course. I really think that shot in the trailer where we see Sam holding the mask, that's the end of the movie. Like, I think that she comes away with, like, maybe with the knowledge of one of the killers got away at the end of the movie, and she's like, I have to go after this son of a bitch. You know what I mean? It's maybe a little dramatic. I don't think she says that directly to the camera. It's more of a visual thing. But I have a feeling that's the last shots of our movie kind of indicating that Sam here is going to go Ghostface and maybe go after people who kind of deserve it, you know? I think that would be pretty cool. We're basically inadvertently watching a Ghostface origin story, and we don't even know it yet. And why I say that, we're setting up something with her character. It's got to be something like that. And how cool would that fucking be to see a movie from the killer's perspective? I mean, I've wanted to see that for so long. I even raised $5,000 to attempt to do it myself. That's how badly I want to see that. So I'm really thinking that's what we get in 7, and do something really experimental, even more experimental than what I think this movie's going to be. So that's my guess right now, TobyShow, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Toby, thank you for the $2, though. I do appreciate that. Bradley saying you need 100 million subs. I wish I was like a Mr. Beast. I wish, but I'm unfortunately not that good, but I appreciate it, Radley. Thank you. Yes, respect the moderators. I have not seen. I try to look the best I can, but please respect the mods. You know, they're mods for a reason. So, yeah, do that. If anyone's not doing that, Mr. Rick is throwing $5 in there saying, do you think they should do something about Sydney not being there? Me personally, off screen. They should have her get attacked and fighting for her life. If they do something like that, I want to actually see her on the screen fighting for her life. I don't want them to pull a Jamie Lee Curtis in... Jamie Lee Curtis is not in Halloween 4, but I don't want them to pull a Halloween 4 on us where it's like, oh, yeah, Lori died in a car accident. It's whatever. Who cares about that character, right? No. What? Please don't do that here. A lot of the cast members have already talked about how this script is very protective of the Sydney character, which makes me very happy. I'm excited to see how Scream works without Sydney. I am excited for that. Maybe that's not what people want to hear, but I'm excited to see if it works, I guess is my big thing. I want to see if they can do it or not, or if that just completely ruins it. I'm excited. I'm really pumped. This is going to be a make or break film. Personally, I feel like the setup, the formula of these movies are so good. I think they can move on with new characters. I'm going to miss Sydney. I can feel that already. I feel like there's going to be a void that won't be able to be filled by anybody else. So I know I will miss Sydney in this movie, but I'm just excited to see what this movie can do without her. What can you do when you take away one of your biggest positives? What else can you do with that? I'm always fascinated by movies like that. I really want to see what they do moving forward. But I think that I haven't seen 6 yet, obviously, but the story that I think they'll be telling, I think Sydney is going to need to come back in the 7th film. That's my guess as of right now. So I feel like Sydney has to come back in 7, but we just got to see it. I got to see it first. Got to see it to believe it first is my point. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that they will address Sydney and like what she's got going on, and then in the next movie we'll move on and do something else. So that's my guess. And Sydney will be back. It'll be great. So Mr. Rick, that's my guess for right now, but I don't know. Hopefully they are very protective of her character. That's what I'm hoping for. Rick, thank you for the $5 and killer profile picture, my dude. Little red right hand poster picture. I love it. Mr. Rick. Good stuff. Thanks for the $5. Thank you. Brandon's throwing a little super sticker in there. I appreciate that a whole lot because, man, do I like sticking stickers all over my forehead. I look like a child. I'll just put them all over me. It's great. So thank you, Brandon. Another sticker to the forehead collection. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Brandon. Thanks for the $3. I appreciate that a lot. Slashing it with Matt is here. What's up, Matt? How's it going? Thanks for the $5, man. Saying, hoping Gail survives, but if not, I hope Ghostface reveals himself to her off screen. Ooh, so that she knows who's killing her. She deserves to see who's responsible for her demise. I dig it. Okay, nice. I really like that. I hope Gail survives too. That's where I'm at. I want Gail to survive. I don't want her to die. I think she's maybe my favorite legacy character. Like, I love everything about Gail. Her arc is like in my opinion, just the most well written. I think it's great how she started as like this kind of crappy, unlikable character and moves into this more like, oh my God, Gail's now my favorite. You know what I mean? It's such an unexpected turn. I love the way that her character's written personally. So I don't want her to die. I think there's a lot that they can do with her post like not having Dewey there anymore. I think there's a lot of stories still to tell with Gail. So I hope she survives for that reason, but I hope too many other people don't survive. And it's not like I hate these characters or anything. We had a very safe Scream movie in the last one. In some ways, not in all ways, but survivor count had 6 people surviving. We had 8 deaths in total, including our killers. That's a little, I don't know, like comparatively to like Scream 4 that had a lot more than 8 deaths in total. I don't know, it was like mildly disappointing. It's almost like, I think that's only 1 more death than the original, if I'm remembering correctly. So I hope that they kind of make up for that a little bit here is my point. I don't want this to go into Scream Kills territory, don't have this be Halloween Ends all over again. I liked that movie, but I don't think the Scream franchise needs a movie like that personally. So I do hope that this one is a little gorier, a little crazier with the kills. Give me some crazier deaths instead of stabs in the throat, little pokes in the jugular. Give me something crazier than that, but still have it be a Scream film at the end of the day. That's all I'm asking. So that's what I'm hoping for, Matt. Hopefully Gail survives. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, Matt. Thanks for the $5. Thank you. Muffy Vanderbilt is throwing $5 in there. Thank you so much, Muffy. I haven't seen you around here, so welcome. Saying 100% honest, how have you avoided the spoiler? Putting on a strong face for us, or for real, you have been blessed to miss it despite content and research. So here's what I'll say. I've had people try to comment shit, but it's different every time. It is different every single time. I've had people say that it's these two people. I've had people say that it's three people. I've had people say that it's an entirely different group of two people, and they're like, "Get fucked, Jake. You got spoiled." And I'm like, "Did I though?" Because like you literally just told me something else than what the last guy who tried to give me a middle finger tried to tell me. So like if I did get it spoiled, I don't know. And I won't tell you any of the three things. Like I've seen three things. I will say this. I've had people comment on my shit and tell me three different things. I don't know which one of them is true. I'm assuming one of them is, but I don't know. I really don't know. There's not even a consistent thing between all three of the things I've seen consistently. But if I do see anything, I block the person immediately. Fuck that. Like literally, I don't care. Like if you've been a member for 3 years, in the entire time I've been doing this, if you try to spoil something, I've made it unbelievably clear I will block you. We don't do that here. So I've seen three different things. I'm not sure what's true. You know, I know that I am aware that there is a clip out there of the leak, and I think that Paramount, whoever, has done a really good job at getting rid of it, because I haven't seen it anymore recently, which is really good, thank God. And I hope not too many people saw it, because I am seeing a lot of people complain about it. But yeah, genuinely, I've seen three different things from people telling me to go fuck myself with like, get fucked, Jake. Here's spoilers, and I'm like, okay, but the last guy said it was these people, so now I don't know. Nothing's consistent between the trolls. They all got to get in a room or something if they really want to spoil the movie for me. They got to get in a room and be like, okay, listen, we got to stop. We got to figure this out. You know, I don't know. So I genuinely don't know. I really don't know what happens. I have an idea. You know, I have an idea of what I think could happen, but nothing's been spoiled for me so far. But the content and like research and all that, I only go to like articles that from like trusted sources. I've like in over a month and a half, I have not done a video on like viewer anon stuff, or I'm trying to think like what else, just like third party source stuff, because I just don't want anything spoiled now that all that's out there. So I'm staying away from that. I was like, listen, I might lose views, but I don't want the movie spoiled. I really am excited for this movie, and I don't want to have it spoiled for me. So that's just the truth of it. That's the truth. I don't know. Maybe I've gotten it spoiled for me, but I genuinely don't know yet. So Muffy, thank you for the $5 though. That's me being 100% honest. So I don't know. Maybe. Maybe, which is like not the answer I want to give you, but yeah. Holy crap, Gertie G. Dude, what's going on, man? Gertie G's throwing $20. You didn't have to do that, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that a whole lot. Gertie's saying, bro, I got the Ghostface beverage buddies for you. What? No, you did not. No way, bro. I just got a message from King Gertie saying that. What? Dude, thank you so much. Dude, that's awesome, man. What? Gertie G is fucking awesome. If you guys don't know Gertie G, go check out his music. It's killer, man. Guy does a bunch of like horror stuff, like he'll sample horror stuff. He sampled the Twilight Zone music, which is great, and did a whole song with that. I love that fucking song, dude. Holy shit. Go listen to him if you have not. Really good. He guy makes really good music, so check it out, dude. Nice. Gertie G, thanks for the $20, man. Oh, that's so cool. And thanks for the cups. Oh my God. Y'all are the best. Y'all are seriously the best. So thank you. Thank you so much, Gertie. Welcome. Hopefully you can hang out for a little bit. So I appreciate that. Villain Killing Dylan is here. What's going on, man? How's it going? The killer is hungry for blood. Ooh. Yes. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to finally see a scary Ghostface. Like, I know a lot. I've had a lot of people tell me like, you don't think Ghostface is scary? And I'm like, I do. I think the concept of Ghostface is so fucking scary, but I feel like we've never portrayed Ghostface as well as we could have, if that makes sense. I think 5 comes close, but not quite. You know what? Like we're so close. We were so close with 5, I think, and I think this is going to be the movie that really does it. Ghostface is fucking terrifying. Like Ghostface is conceptually terrifying, and most times we just have him slipping and sliding around in puddles of beer. You know what I mean? I want to see Ghostface fucking viciously murdering people without a care in his eye. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like we can make Ghostface scarier personally, and I think that this is the movie to do it. I'm just so excited, man. I want to see Ghostface ripping entrails out of people, you know? Like, I want to see Ghostface do some fucked up shit in this movie, and I think that's what we're getting. I really do. So, Villain Killing Dylan, yes. This killer is especially hungry for blood, is what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Ugh. Hungry for blood, organs, toenails, all that good stuff. Maybe rats. A guy can dream. You know, a guy can dream. Dylan, thanks for the $2. I have had so many people tell me to watch Babylon, by the way. Apparently there is a rat eating scene, and that makes me so happy. Let me tell you. I have not seen it yet. It's like 3 hours long. Just have not had the time. But I'm going to watch that as soon as possible. Just with that knowledge. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Renan is here saying, I'd love to see Jill return, but I'm not like one of those Stu-obsessed fans. The way she died, it's extremely unlikely, not to say impossible. Yeah, my thing, I feel like this argument kind of just applies with all the Ghostface killers. I think, like, the two you mentioned there, Jill and Stu, these are some of my favorite these are my two favorite Ghostfaces. And I love them. I think they're great characters. But I just don't want them to, I don't know. I don't know if I want them to come back, you know? Like, I think they're amazing in their respective movies for what they both did. And it's awesome. But I don't know if I want them to tarnish that epic legacy, you know, by having maybe just a half-assed performance. And I'm not saying that Emma Roberts, like, oh, you know, she's fallen off. That's not what I'm saying at all. I don't think that it's necessary, which is why I don't want it to happen. I love that in every movie we get new killers. We're always looking for new people. And I think it would just feel like a sucker punch if it was like, oh, you've been looking for people this whole time, and guess what? It's somebody from a past movie, you know? I don't know. I'm not into that as much. I want to see new killers, new people coming out with new motives. Why are we watching these movies if not for new characters and new motives and new ghost faces? If I wanted to see Sydney's story again, if I wanted to see Billy and Stu again, I'd watch the first movie because it's awesome and it's a great movie. You know, that's just my thinking. But yeah, I love Jill, I love Stu, and if they come back, cool. It's not gonna like piss me off or anything, but like, I love what they did in their respective movies, and I think we can just leave it at that. I think that's okay. That's all. That is okay. I'm very happy with that. I love what both of them did in their own movies, and hopefully we can get new killers that also give good performances, like Emma Roberts and Matthew Lillard. So that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I keep coming back to these movies. You know, I loved Amber and Richie in the last one, and I'm excited to see whoever the killers are in this one. So I don't know. I'm excited for something new personally. That's my big draw to sequels. Hannah BBH is saying, I can't believe it's the last theory stream about Scream 6. I'm gonna miss them, but it's finally here. Hannah, I do appreciate that. I appreciate that a whole lot. And here's my thing. I would do like videos moving forward into like Tuesday and Wednesday, but like Tuesday we're gonna get some big reviews. We're gonna get reviews. Wednesday, same thing. At that point, it's gonna be pretty damn hard to avoid spoilers. So your boy's taking the next 2 days to kind of chill before like just a crazy weekend of streams and videos and all that. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a great weekend. I'm really excited to talk with all y'all about the movie. So it's gonna be fun. So even though we don't have any more theory streams or videos, we will have lots of discussions about the actual movie, which has me pumped. So Hannah, no need to fear. There will also be videos probably about Scream 7 when that inevitably gets greenlit here in like 2 weeks. So am I a little too confident in that? Maybe, but like, come on. They're doing a Scream 7. I'm 99% sure. 99. Blucka is here too. What's going on, Blucka? How's it hanging? Blucka's always got a really good counter to just about everything I say, and I love it. It makes me think. And I appreciate that, Blucka. So thanks for being here. Blucka's saying, what's more believable, that killers come after Sam and gang in Woodsboro, or that Sam and gang move to where a killer who wanted revenge lives? I mean, yeah, no, you're spot on. I mean, like, both of these things are a little out there. You know what I mean? I think the fact that there's been so many killers is a little bit of a stretch. But to that, you know, I think you gotta just suspend disbelief with some things. Some things I'm very selective on that. I think many people are selective on that, which is why movies are so subjective. But in this franchise, you kind of just got to suspend your disbelief. You know, I'm pitching the whole idea of what if there's ghost faces all over continental United States? That's probably something that would never happen. Like, I don't know if serial killers would all get together and be like, okay, hey, listen, we're going to do our thing, but we're all going to do it in a very hot robe and a mask and with a knife, not a gun. You know what I mean? Like, it's out there. The whole concept is out there. But I don't know. Me personally, I think these movies are just so much more enjoyable if you suspend your disbelief with things like that. Just my opinion. Because now we're getting a New York set Scream film. And to your point, yeah, is it a little unbelievable that maybe there's just a bunch of killers there waiting for Sam and all of her friends to come to New York for some reason? Sure. If you look into the original Scream, if you look into the original Halloween, if you look into Psycho from the original Psycho, they're all like, there's a weird thing about all of them that maybe wouldn't really work. So I don't know, man. It's up to you. If I guess it really is up to yourself or people if you want to enjoy something or not. If it's too far of a stretch or not, and no judgment either way. Like if the Scream movies are too big of a stretch for you, I respect it. But me personally, I love them, I enjoy them, and I'm really excited for New York set Scream, I guess is my point. Michael Parton's throwing $2 in there too. What's going on, Michael? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Saying, hey, Jake, super hyped for Scream, seeing it Thursday. Me too, my friend. I can't wait. I'm seeing it relatively early on Thursday too. Like it's like a 5 o'clock or something. Yeah, I'm just really excited. Usually like Thursday showings are like 7:30 and 9, and like that's it. But there was like 3 or 4, man, for Scream 6. I'm like, phew, okay, man. They're expecting a big opening, I bet. So I could see it making 40 million this weekend, Michael. I'm excited. I'm so pumped. I want it to be successful. I want a 7. I even want an 8. Fuck it. I don't care. I love these movies, man. They're so much fun. Michael, thanks for the $2. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it too. I hope you enjoy the movie. I hope you do. Pteractyl is here. What's up, Pteractyl? I love that. I love that name. It makes me think of like pterodactyls. That was a hard... I'm thinking P word. P word. Wet ass P word. What is that word? Pterodactyl. There we go. Hey, Jake. Pterodactyl again. Sad to see these streams go, but I'm very excited for Scream 6. Who are your predictions for the killers? Thanks for asking. I appreciate that. So my theory, what I'm thinking right now, genuinely, I think Dermot Mulroney is our guy behind the cracked mask. That's my guess. I've seen a lot of people suggest a few other people going on here, but like I think that it's Josh Segarra. Like I think it's 3 people: Josh Segarra, Dermot Mulroney, and Liana Liberato. That's my guess. The only reason I'm saying Liana is because she is the detective's daughter. I feel like she's in on it. I feel like we might get ourselves a fake out death in this movie. We think she's dead. You know, Ghostface attacked her off screen. We get an off screen kill, maybe like a blood splash on the wall or something. It's like, oh my God, Mindy sees that and runs and books it, you know? But then she comes back. We never saw a body. And if it's in a big, crazy, tense sequence, it might be understandable if we don't see a body. So I'm thinking we get a fake out death with Liana. She comes back in the end. Big surprise. Oh my God, it was someone who we thought died, but no. But oh no. And I'm down for that. I want 3 killers. I want them to break a mold somehow. So that's what I'm guessing. Not a very educated guess on the whole Liana thing, but the detective's very suspicious. How did they get all that stuff in the shrine? I think that's how. I think that makes sense as to why. Josh Segarra, the reason I'm so suspicious of him is because why wouldn't I be? I mean, the guy's name is Danny Brackett, for Christ's sake. Annie Brackett from Halloween. I mean, there you go. He's my like. He's going to be the character that is our Billy Loomis. He's so obviously the killer, but like maybe he's not because he's so obvious, but then he gets revealed to be the killer. That's my guess. He's our Billy Loomis, and he comes out and he's like, aha, it was me all along. You never saw that coming. And the audience is like, yeah, we did. Come on. But then the detective comes out with his daughter, and that's the unexpected part of the reveal, in my opinion. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like 90% confident on that. 90%. I don't know though. I just think, you know, it's a New York set movie. Who better than it to be the cop, the New York City Police Department is like the killers, you know, this time around. I think that works really well for a New York set Scream movie. I think that would be cool personally. So I'm banking on Dermot. I'm banking on Josh too. I'm very confident in those 2. Liana's the one I'm like, I don't know. So I really think it's those 2 plus somebody else. That's unfortunately my best guess as of right now. So I don't know, man. I'm just excited to be surprised. You know, that's the big thing for me. Scream Rad is saying I'm super excited for Scream 6. Let's go. Yeah, let's go, Scream Rad. Conrad, Kurt Cobain, anything. Welcome, man. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Just a couple of days, man. Oh my God. I'm seeing it Thursday. I can't wait. Just on my calendar, I have today's the day on the 9th. Ugh, I can't wait, dude. Fuck. Do you remember when the movie was going to come out like later this month too? Like, I don't know. I'm just I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's going to be great. Bluck is saying, what if they just do the reverse of Scream 2 by keeping Mindy and Danny, Randy and Derek, interesting, alive by the end of the film? Hell, instead of a mom getting revenge, it could be a dad. Reverse it everywhere. Here's my thing. We were talking about this on the Lethal Collective a little bit earlier. And I was saying, like, I'm down for it. I think that you can do the ending to Scream 2 better. I genuinely do. If they do something like that and they improve upon it, I'm here for it. Like, I'm fucking down for it. But I want to see that improvement. I want to see them attempt to do this differently in a more believable sense. I don't know. I think my biggest problem with Mrs. Loomis is that she's one, so obviously the killer in these little punch-in shots that don't feel like they should be in the movie. And then I don't like her setup at all. And then I think she's a little too over the top at the end. So I think if you set up your killer a little better, and then you also just have a more grounded performance, you can do that twist way better. So I'm down for it. I'm open to seeing that. And I've been very against it. I'm like, oh God, if it's Mrs. Loomis 2.0, that would suck. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, there's actually room for improvement there. They can do that better. I'm open to it. I'm open to it now. I'm open to seeing them trying that out a little differently. I love Scream 2, by the way. I know this sounds like I'm shitting on Scream 2 right now. I love that movie so much. It was one of my favorites for the longest time, but I think that they can do it better. I think they can do the third act better. The leading up to it is so much fun. I think that's one of the most fun Scream movies, and that's why I like it so much. But I think that Radio Silence personally can do that twist just a slight bit better. I think they can do it. So I'm open to it. I'm open to seeing it happen. TobyShow's throwing 2 in there. Thank you so much, Toby. I appreciate the support. Saying if Chad dies, I'm dying with them. Swear to God. I really don't want Chad to die. I love Chad. I love him so much. I'm wearing his damn hoodie. I love him so much. I liked his character when I saw Scream 5, but then I saw all the behind the scenes stuff with Mason Gooding, and I just love that man. Like, if I would just do anything to hang out with the guy, play some video games or something. I would work out with him. That's what I want to do more than anything. I literally just want to spend a whole day like exhausted with that guy, lifting weights, going on a hike. I think that would be so much fun. He would like kick my ass, but it would be awesome. Mason Gooding exudes this like wonderful like big brother energy. I don't know how else to explain it, but he's just like one of the most nicest, most wholesome dudes I've ever seen in interviews. So I hope he lives for that reason. I hope he gives us the thumbs up at the end of the movie and he's alive, I don't even care. I don't care. Like, I don't care if it's like just a stretch at that point. If he gets just eviscerated in the movie and somehow he's coming out, bandages all over. He looks like a mummy covered in blood and he's just like, yeah, I made it. I'm okay. I don't care. I love him so much. He gets that pass for me. So TobyShow, thanks for the $2. Let's see some Mason Gooding action in this one. I hope he kicks ass in this movie, man. I'm really rooting for him to be my favorite overall. John Smith is throwing 2 in there too. Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate that. Saying I watched the first 3 over the weekend. Pumped. Nice. So my brother still has not seen some of the sequels, so we are going to go through we're going to go through like the whole everything tomorrow. Like like I said, I'm taking the next 2 days to just kind of chill. I had a long weekend, so I need like 2 days just to get back to normal, because I think I'm going to be streaming like all weekend and all through next week. I'm just excited. So but yeah, I'm really pumped to show him a lot of these movies for the first time. He doesn't know some of the killers, so I'm like really excited. And then we're gonna see Scream 6 this weekend a few times. So it's just gonna be a fun week, man. I'm so excited, John. I can't wait. Can't wait, John. Thanks for the $2. Thank you. Romelo's throwing $10 in there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Romelo. Appreciate that. Thank you. Saying, in my opinion, Scream isn't Terrifier. It doesn't need a billion deaths or major character deaths. In my opinion, what sets Scream aside from the rest are the characters you care for. I do agree. I do agree, Romelo, but I would argue that them dying is very powerful too. I think that that's something that this franchise has never really tapped into. And now that we've spent so many different movies with them, besides Gail, leaving Gail and Sam out of this equation, personally, I think we do a movie where, like, I feel like I like these characters enough that I would be pretty upset if they died. That's where I'm at right now. Trust me, there's plenty of people online who are like, Scream 5's the worst, the characters suck, and all that. I disagree personally. I had a great time with it. and I'm also, here's my other thing too. I'm also one of those guys. I'm one of those. I'm just another talking head on the internet that hates requels. I do. I really do. The Star Wars movie, the 7, 8, and 9, those are trash. You can skip those movies. There is nothing about those that makes me want to rewatch them. Absolutely nothing. Jurassic World, they're fine. They're just fine. I don't know. Nothing. Those original 3 movies, I love. Jurassic World, whatever. I'm not huge on them. The requels, I have not been too big of a fan on. But the Scream movie, Scream 5, and Halloween 2, really blew my mind. I love the horror requels. Fuck yes. Anything else, pretty much? Yeah, I just haven't been impressed yet. These are I don't know. In my opinion, the new Scream movies are really the only ones I'm like just super passionate about so far. I see things happening in 6 that I've always wanted to see in this franchise. Like I said, more brutal Ghostface. I'm excited to see where they take the franchise next in brand new fun directions. And I don't think that they'll lose this element to it, Romelo, because I do agree with you. One of the biggest things about Scream is the characters. It's the fact that they've kept them alive and have been able to build up slasher characters, something that, Friday the 13th or Halloween, they can't really say that. Maybe with Laurie Strode, but not with a bunch of characters like how Scream has. So, me personally, I do want this element to stay consistent, but we can do Dark Scream. We can turn that knob up to 11 while also keeping everything consistent, I think, at least. It's something that I know a lot of people aren't super fond of because I think you hear it's going to get darker. It's going to get bloodier and crazier. People get worried. You know what I mean? People are like, okay, if Gail dies, though, I don't know. And I want Gail to live. I want Sam to live, but that's about it. I want this to be Dark Scream so that we can have a more triumphant 7th entry, if that makes sense. I do agree with you. Scream is not Terrifier. I don't want Ghostface running in with a bunch of salt after he just eviscerated Anika or something, and he's like pouring salt all over her wounds. That's too much. I totally agree with you there. That's too much for Scream. It totally works in Terrifier too, and I love that, but that's because it's Art the Clown, not Ghostface. I think Ghostface can get scarier though, because I think that Ghostface is one of the scariest villains out there, and we've never seen their full potential. Ghostface is always slipping and sliding around in beer and all that. I mean, think about that first movie. There are some silly moments. That directly inspired Scary Movie a couple years later. So I've always wanted to see Scream get scarier because it can, while also keeping all these other wonderful things about it so grounded and so well done. So I want to see them try. I just don't want to see the same movie again, I guess is my big thing. I want to see them try something new in a sequel, because if I want to see, a wonderful arc with Sydney, I have that in 1, 2, and 3. It's wonderful. If I want to see a continuation to that, I can watch that in 4, where it also gets a teeny tiny bit darker while still keeping the camp. It's wonderful. And then 5, brand new story, start of a brand new story with new characters. That's also great too. I love it. I love this whole franchise. It's awesome. But to me, the way to keep a franchise like this alive is you got to try different things. You got to try to improve in areas that maybe the past movies didn't really try to do it. And this is one of those things that I think they can do better. So I'm excited to see what they do in 6, if they make it darker or not, if it works, if it doesn't. So I'm here for the experiment, Romelo. Speaking of Romelo, throwing another $10 in there. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Saying also, Chad better live. My guess is that this is son of Stu versus daughter of Billy Cage match. Maybe. Dark Scream or not, I don't want the film to lose its humor. And I don't think I can assure you it won't lose its humor. I've seen all of Radio Silence's movies at this point, and they're all very funny. I think all of them have a very funny moment, at least. So, yeah, no, I do agree. This is very much so about characters, but I think that this story that they're trying to tell is specifically about Sam Carpenter. At least that's the story I'm the most interested in personally. I think that Sam has a lot of potential as a character. We just haven't seen that. We haven't seen the full scope of it yet. And that's why I think a lot of people are not on her. I think that's why we're not. Oh man. Sorry, read something weird. I think that's why a lot of people aren't on her train, on the Sam train yet. But I think this movie's going to change that. I think so. I think this movie's going to get us on board with her, because I feel like she has potential to be one of the most interesting Scream characters, but I got to see what they do with 6. It all depends. So if they build up this one character as being just fucking awesome, I'm down to just follow a story with her moving into 7. And that's okay. That can work. That's something different for this franchise. A lot of horror movies do that, and I kind of want to see Scream do its own kind of twist on that. So I want to see it. I want to see some good character moments across the board in this one. We got a lot of different actors and actresses who are very talented across the board in this movie. Samara Weaving is probably our opening kill, and I'm sure she's going to give us something great in the first 10-15 minutes. Dermot Mulroney has been in a bunch of really good stuff. I love him in Insidious 3, where he also has a daughter named Quinn, oddly enough. So that's a very odd consistency between that movie and this one. So I don't know, man. We got a stacked cast here. We got a crazy new setting. Ghostface looks different finally. Like, there's a lot of really good stuff. There's a lot going for this movie. But I do think it'll have its haters, though, is what I will say. Romelo, thank you for the $10, though. Going off of that real quick, I will say, I'm gonna tell you this. I know I've been saying it for years. I know I've been saying it for literally like years now, that I've been wanting Scream to do something a little different. I'm just genuinely convinced this will be the movie to do it. And I know some people aren't going to like that. Like, I know some people are not going to like that change. But what I'll say is go into this movie with an open mind. Go into this movie thinking it's going to be something different. Don't expect exactly what we've gotten from the past. And I think more people will like it with that in mind. Because, like, I don't know, man. If you want the same thing over again, we got 5 movies that are the same formula, and they're wonderful. I think all 5 of them are great. I want this to be that one. Just one. Just give me one. Just give Jake one. Give Jake one movie that's like, what the fuck? Give me that one, and let's see if it works or not. If it doesn't, okay, 7 will. If that doesn't work, let's be honest. 7 will probably go back into safety territory with the same old formula, legacy characters. It'll be great again. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking right now. That's where my headspace is. Smokey is saying, plot twist, Killer is Stu's son. He's got a vendetta against Sam because he's the son of Stu and Tatum and... Stu and Tatum, interesting. And he's pissed his parents are dead and his Uncle Dewey. Hey, anything's possible. Anything's possible, Smokey. Anything. Even Stu also having a kid. I'm like... That's the thing about Scream 5 that I think bugs me the most. Like, doesn't bug me. Not bug me. That's not fair. It's not fair to say, but just odd that they just kind of drop that on you and they don't really talk too much about that. They don't really talk too much about that again. Like, the only times that's really referenced in 5 again is with all the Skeet Ulrich stuff, and I don't know if I love that. I don't know. That's really my only big issue with 5, besides the ending kind of being a little too similar to the original, but I don't know. I enjoy it, and I think that if they do something new with Sam's character, I'm open to it, but I hope she doesn't just become like the new Sydney, you know, that's also related to Billy Loomis, because we have to have a connection to the past. Set up something different with that character. Do something where it's like, oh, maybe we're gonna follow, maybe this is secretly an origin story for a new Ghostface who's gonna kill somebody really fucked up. That's what I'm really hoping they're setting up with this trilogy, and I think they're doing that pretty well so far. I got to see what they do in 6, but I want to see them set up Sam to be a Ghostface killer. That's one you're actually kind of rooting for this time, and that's why we're following her. Like, I think that we can do that. I think we can set that up really well. Yeah, Blucka, that is something that I've noticed on 5 watching it a few times. It does heavily rely on the mom character. I want to know more about her, but it's also not necessary for this film. You know what I mean? Like, I wish in 5 we would have done something to talk about, like, what she was doing with Billy Loomis back in the time, but also at the same time, you know, Sam wouldn't know that either. So it was a tough thing to implement into that story. I get why we didn't get like a big just explanation or whatever, but I don't know. I think I would have taken a flashback scene over the Skeet Ulrich in the mirror stuff. You know what I mean? Just a little something. And you still could have had Skeet Ulrich come back, play the character, you know? But you get to find out when and how he had the time to bone Christina. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that. I just want to know how it happened. You know what I mean? I want a little more specifics on it. I doubt we touch on that here in this new movie, but who knows? Maybe we do. Maybe we do, Blucka. I'm not sure. Haunting You is throwing $10 in there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't appreciate you haunted me, but I do appreciate the $10. Kidding. Saying if it's an old killer, what if it were Mickey? He got shot up, but not in the head. Was also dirty a gun without hesitating. He was also injured about as bad as anyone else, so he could have recovered. I'm down for a Mickey redemption, but I don't know. I just, once again, I don't know if old killers in general, I don't know would work. I love Mickey though. Like if there's any killer that I feel like should have had more of a spotlight on them, it's Mickey. Mickey is such a good idea for a killer, and they just kind of, they're like, yeah, okay, whatever, shoot him in the face. Mickey should have been the mastermind. In 2, he's such a good character, man. I love him. I love him so much. I need more Mickey in my life. I do, Haunting You. I agree. But I think he's dead. Like he's dead. He's not alive. And I don't know. I want him to be. I'll say that. I wish he lived a little longer in Scream 2. I wish we could do a cut of Scream 2 where it's Mickey just going fucking nuts, because I love him. I think he's great. The idea that you could just meet a serial killer online and have them do your killing for you. Ooh. I'd be okay with Mrs. Loomis being like a mastermind where Mickey's like kind of the focal point and he takes over. He's like, she dragged me into this, but now I want more blood, I don't know. I think Mickey's a more interesting character than Billy's mom personally. And I love him. I love him. Wish we had more Mickey. So I do feel you there, man. I'm right on board with you. I think Mickey's such an underutilized character for how cool he is, So thank you for the $10 though. I really appreciate the support. I hope you dig Scream 6, by the way, Haunting You. Because I think I'm gonna like. I'm really thinking I'm gonna like it. I hope it's better than that Children of the Corn movie, which I'm hearing does not have the best reviews. I have not seen it yet though, but I'm hearing not so great things about it. I'm rooting for that. I was rooting for that movie too. It's the director is someone I really like. They've done some really good movies in the past that I've seen. I don't know. It's coming to Shudder at some point. I think I'm gonna watch it. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for Children of the Corn. More corn children. I'm excited. That's a weird thing to say, but I'm excited to see that one. I'm excited for it. Still holding out for it. Have not had the time to watch it, but it's not showing. Fun fact, here in Ohio, the state that is literally fucking corn, just not showing. Okay, that makes sense. We're the target demographic. Like I'm actually a little offended. I was a little offended by that. we are. I was a child. I was born in a cornfield. Like, come on. I wasn't. That is in no way true. But you kind of believed it for a second, probably. Some of you did. Outlander! Yes. That's why I love the original. Just because that kid running around saying that's so funny to me. I don't know, man. Corny estate, some say. Anyone who lives here would say that it is just corn, because it really is. There's nothing to do here unless you live in Columbus. Fun fact. Cleveland, you can get a drink. That's about it. Like, get a beer, Cleveland, watch a baseball game. That's it. That is all there is to do in Cleveland. I love this. I love it. I love being from Cleveland, but there's nothing to do here. Anyways, Insane McLean. Killer name, dude. Oh my God. Love it. Throwing $5 in there. Thank you so much, man. Welcome to the stream. Saying, I just got here, so I don't know if you already talked about this, but Kirby may just be Stu's daughter. That would be kind of good, but I don't know. That would be insane. What a way to connect just everything. Like literally everything together. Just fuck. I'm Stu's daughter. Get wrecked, Sam. I'm going to shoot you in the face now. She's got some Stu energy to her. I'll tell you that much. Insane McLean. She's got some of that rebelliousness and silliness to her. I could see it. I'm down. But yeah, man, I dig it. I'm just excited to see Kirby back. That's my big thing. I'm just like, Hayden Panettiere's so fucking awesome, so underutilized in movies, and I'm excited to see her back on the big screen. So I hope this kind of kicks off just a new little run of films with her, man. I would love to see her in more stuff, especially horror too. Could you see her alongside like Mia Goth or like Anya Taylor-Joy in something? I'm here for it, dude. I think she's great. So Insane McLean, thank you for the $5. Thank you. Legion was saying that they just watched Red Right Hand recently. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. They're also saying I laughed out loud in Red Right Hand with the camera lenses on the camera, and Jamie had a freak out. Like, yep, that was the inspiration. Truly, yeah. I'm glad you liked that though, man. Yeah, it was very SpongeBob, but like I've said this a few times. Red Right Hand's a comedy at its heart. I just wanted it to be a silly little fan film. Not a whole lot we could do with 5K, but I think we made a pretty good one. I think we made a pretty good pretty good fan film for what it is. I'm really proud of it personally. So I'm glad you liked it, Legion. Thank you. Thanks for watching it. Thank you so much. And thanks for being a Killjoy cult member too. I really appreciate that. Thank you. John Smith is throwing $5 out there again. Thank you again, John. Saying, Jake, are you nervous? I have nervous positivity with Scream 6. I think they will deliver a home run. Hope they take jabs at Friday the 13th. Jason Takes Manhattan. Yes. I am a little nervous. I've had people tell me for like months now that Stu's coming back in this movie, and that would nearly ruin the film for me personally. So I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous for sure. But I think it's going to be good. I think Radio Silence knows what they're doing with the new Scream film. They know I think they know really well. I think that they know the line between when something's going to become fan fiction versus keeping it grounded, keeping it a Scream movie. And I think they come close to that. I think they walk the line of that very well, where at times it comes close to being just like silly, crazy fan fiction, and then, okay, we bring it on back. We have a really nice Scream moment that feels like something right out of the movies. They did that really well in 5, I think. And that's how you get things going with a new story. You got to kind of dive into new waters that feel very scary, but I think Scream 5 does that really well. So I'm excited to see what they do here in 6. Once again, I feel like they're taking a bold new direction, and I'm excited to see what they do with it. So I am a little nervous, but I have faith in Radio Silence. I love all of their movies personally. Like, there's not one that I like, oh man, this one, you can skip that one. Just watch these ones. Like Devil's Due, fucks, man. Like, if you've never seen Devil's Due, watch that one. That one's fucking awesome. Killer found footage flick. I've seen the criticism. It doesn't really need to be found footage, which is true, but it's still really good. Their anthology movie is fucking awesome. Not VHS. I'm talking about Southbound. I highly recommend that. Ready or Not's probably their best film to date, but I loved Scream 5 too. I don't know, man. I really love what they've done with their filmography, and I can't wait to see what they do with Escape from New York next. Oh my God, your boy's gonna be covering that. I can't fucking wait to see what they do with that movie. So I don't know, man. I'm maybe a little nervous, but I have faith in Radio Silence. I have faith in them. I'm excited to see what they do. So, John, thank you for the $5 though. Thank you. I will say, I was worried going into this that it would be like a similar route to what Blucka's saying here. Are we getting a Scream Kills or Scream Ready or Not or Scream 2 reimagined for 6? Do you think it'll be something completely different? I will say this, Blucka. I was worried for a while that it would be Scream Kills. It would just be Ghostface being brutal. We fuck the characters. I don't think it's going to be that at all. I think, if anything, it's going to be closer to a Ready or Not take on Scream. Based off of what I know about it, seems set up in a very similar way to Ready or Not, but that's also very familiar for our writers and director here. Directors. There's multiple of both. But that's not like a bad thing in my mind. I think Ready or Not is like, it's not a Scream film if you watch it. It has elements of the Scream franchise there, but like applying that formula to a Scream film is going to be very interesting to see. That's what I think we'll see here. I think a lot of people will be comparing it to Ready or Not and be like, oh, it's very similar structure-wise, but just structure-wise, I think it'll be similar to Ready or Not. I don't think it's going to be like Ready or Not the remake, but, instead of a crazy millionaire family, it's going to be a bunch of Ghostface killers. I don't think that. I think it's going to have elements of Ready or Not to it, structure-wise, while also still being a Scream story at the end of the day. That's what I think. But I see where you're coming from here, because I was worried about Scream Kills too for a little while. And, that's not to say Halloween Kills is a bad film. I like it. I enjoy it. But it works with that franchise, where I feel like that approach to a Scream movie would not, if that makes sense. Like, Halloween Kills is Michael Myers' movie. It's Michael Myers showing off and being a fucking badass, and I love it for that reason. I've always thought he was a really scary killer, and I loved seeing him kind of just get the shine in Halloween Kills. It's great for that reason. But Scream, I don't think needs to do that. I think they can make their killers scarier, which is why I see why people are saying that about this movie already. Like, oh, it's just going to be Scream Kills, it's just going to be Ghostface killing people. They're going to make Ghostface scarier, but I think it's going to have a good structure, good plot overall, personally. That's my thoughts. Is it going to be, better than the original? Probably not. Like, my expectations aren't that high, but for a sequel, I think it's going to fucking kick ass, I guess is my point. So that's what I'm excited for with the movie. Mastermind Killer's throwing $2 out there. Thank you so much, Mastermind Killer. Let's go. Cleveland died when Geauga Lake and SeaWorld closed. I mean, I can't argue with the Geauga Lake thing, but at least we have Cedar Point, which is like an hour west. So there's that. We got something. Come on down to Ohio for Cedar Point. That's it. Cedar Point, Columbus, sure, fuck it. But yeah, not a whole lot to do in Cleveland, unless you're like a sports fan. If you're a big Cavaliers fan, big Browns fan, okay, but not a whole lot else to do in Cleveland. Christmas Story was filmed here, so if you want to see some familiar locations, like every time I drive downtown, I'm just like, oh, Christmas Story. I remember this scene from the beginning of the movie, so okay, there's that. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, Cleveland's pretty whatever, so. But I'm still proud to be from the city. It's one of those things. It's like every time I see in the news, someone from Cleveland just absolutely killing it, it makes me happy. It really does. Isabella Merced, for instance, who just got cast in the new Alien movie. I was super pumped for her to be in it. I've heard nothing but good things about her. I hear she's awesome. So I'm really she's from Cleveland. She used to hang around like kind of where I'm at, and I just think that's cool. So yeah, so I'm proud to be from here, but at the same time, is it the greatest place on the planet? Not really. Yeah, I don't know. Evan is here. Evan, the movie guy, is saying, I love Cedar Point. We come a couple times a year usually. Nice. I haven't been in a couple of years, actually, but they tore down the Top Thrill Dragster, dude, which I'm like super bummed about. That was like my favorite ride. That was my favorite one. I love roller coasters. I do all of them. I don't care. If I die, I die. That's always been my approach to life. If I die, whatever, It's gonna happen one day. Who cares? If it's on a roller coaster, cool. That's fucking badass. That's what I say. So I no fear. I do all that shit. I did the last time I was there though, I did the bungee cord thing where you're swinging back and forth on just a fucking cable. Terrifying, but fucking awesome. Like I will do that every single time I go there because it's so much fun. Oh my God. Yeah. Good stuff. Enjoy Cedar Point. I hope there's some new stuff going up. Like I said, I haven't been there in a couple of years, but it's fun. Very fun time. Infinite Sky is saying, Jake, ever been to Akron? I worked there for 4 years. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Yeah, it's Akron's you think Cleveland's boring. Akron, there is genuinely nothing to do. And like, I'm sorry, I'm going to shit on Akron for like 2 seconds. I know 200 of you don't care about that. You're like, get back to Scream. Jesus Christ. But hey, hear me out on this. Akron is the worst planned city on the planet. Like the planning of that city is so dumb. I drove a truck around there for 4 years. The way, like I had to do the most ridiculous fucking turns and shit like this just to get to certain places across that city. It's dumb, bro. Why they plan that? They should like just level that city and then just rebuild it just because of how badly it's planned, man. I don't know. The roads and all that, just horrible in Akron. Okay. No, you don't care. You're like, I've never even been to Akron, Jake. I don't give a shit. Let's talk about Scream. Let's get back to that. Infinite Sky. I appreciate that though. Oh my God. I'm on a I don't know. I'm on a tear tonight. I don't know what the fuck's going on with me. Jade is here. What's up, Jade? How's it going? Bro, I'm so excited for this movie. Me too. Jade, I'm so excited. I've been talking about it all year. I was with some friends this weekend too. We were filming. We're working on my buddy's short film right now. And I was talking to them about it. I'm like, I'm really hyped for Scream 6. And they're like, has your excitement for the movie, like, has it dwindled at all? Like, you talk about it every day. Are you kind of sick of it? And I'm like, no. Like, surprisingly, no. Like, I'm still super pumped for this movie. And I don't know. I'm just like, I think that this one's going to be something really special. And I'm just so excited for that. I think that comes from a few places. Like, I love this. First of all, I love this franchise. It's always been one of my favorites. But then on top of that, like, this is the movie that I think I've been waiting for, like, since I watched the first movie. I don't know, man. I'm so excited to finally see a Scream movie where I'm like, I've been wanting this from this franchise for so long, and I think we're finally going to get that here in 6. I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling some good energy with this one. I got a decent intuition, I think. And I got a good vibe with this movie. I feel like a lot of love was put into this one, so I'm excited. California is the best, probably. Probably, Denisha. I've never been to California. I've driven through New York, but I want to go to LA. I want to go to New York, so truly want to make that happen at some point. But Your boy is broke because perfectly with this super chat. This is why I'm broke, because I'm a YouTuber. Dipper's variant throwing $2 in there saying, is your YouTube your only job, and do you have any tips? Here's what I'll say. Yes. So first of all, yes. This is what I do for a living. I have 3 channels now between Killjoy, Jake, Movie Smoothie, and the Lethal Collective. Subscribe to all of those if you want. Movie Smoothie is doing really well lately, speaking of which. So go subscribe to that. Tips, like, you got, like, it's a lot. Like, it is just a fucking lot. Usually what I tell people is, like, you got to do something every day for the channel, which, like, is totally true. Like, if you have a YouTube channel, you want to make it, you want to make this happen, you got to do something every day. Like, you don't have to post the video necessarily every day, but you got to do something to make things, to constantly be improving, to constantly be getting things out there and working on content in some degree. Like I said, you don't have to post a video every day, but if you can somehow better your content or work on a big video or something, you got to do that every day. And that's really tough, because you also got to keep up with your mental and physical health, which is something I'm not very good at personally. I'm just not, I've never been very good at that. So it's tough. You got to find a balance. I think that's the biggest thing. So, just find that balance, or you're gonna get burnt out. Like, find that balance between getting a YouTube channel going and also taking care of yourself. You can't forget about that, because I'm literally, like, I shouldn't be doing this because it's like the biggest time for my channel. I'm taking the next 2 days off to just rest and just have some downtime. I spent the whole weekend working on, like, my projects, other people's projects, and I'm just exhausted. Like, I'm so tired, and I'm so excited to have just like 2 days to rest. But after that, it's going to be nonstop. Like, I'm going to go nuts this weekend and all that. You got to plan accordingly. You got to be very, very smart with the time you take off and when you can come back to it and keep going. So it's all about planning and staying consistent. Really, that's like the best advice I can give you. Just do that. If you do that, then you will genuinely succeed. Anyone can do it. Try it out. Like, seriously, don't be discouraged. Go for it. Anyone can do it. Anyone can make it happen. So thank you so much for the $2, man. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Hydrate. Okay. I will just for you. Ugh. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you for the advice. I needed that. Water is good for you. There's some more advice. Drink lots of water. Evan is saying, as someone who recently revived my channel, the best advice I can give is just do it. Work out the details as you go along. Great advice. Just do it. I mean, take the Shia LaBeouf advice and just go for it. If you're like, you have a video idea, make it. And if nobody watches it, make another video. Make another video after that. Just keep going. Keep trying. You'll make it. How did you know, Blucka? Water mixed with rats for a nice protein shake? That's what I drink every morning. That's all I do. Love it, man. Braylon saying I subbed to your smoothie channel. Thank you so much. I just make smoothies on there. It's just unedited footage of me making smoothies. It's great. So go subscribe. It's awesome. But thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. No, seriously, I talk about like animated shows and stuff over there. So if you're like a South Park fan, I'm covering South Park right now. It's kind of that's what I'm hyper focusing on. I had a video on Justin Roiland's unfortunate downfall. Made a big video on that. That seems to be doing some big numbers right now. It's got like 60K or something. It's nuts. So thank you so much for everyone who watched that, if you're here right now. So yeah, check that out. That was a rare serious video from old Jake here, who likes to be very silly and goofy. So I didn't really know how to approach that one. It was tough. So yeah, check it out. Denisha's here too, saying, yes, I will get to Toby's question. I'm going to get to it right now. Toby's excited for Scream 6. Nice. I'm going, you know what, Toby? I'm going back. I'm getting every single little Toby thing. Toby, you're all good, man. You're chilling. I'm not seeing it, man. You know what, Toby? Oh, here we go. Okay, Jake, in order for this one to live up to the Pantheon, what does it have to do to be a good Scream movie? I said move away from Stab. Yeah, that's actually, that'll make me happy. If the motive doesn't have to do with Stab and it's not just a very simple revenge plot, I'm happy. I'm happy with the motive, probably. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's, I agree with you there. And the other thing is, if the movie is just like a standard Scream movie, typical format, typical setup, killer reveals, they're dead, bunch of survivors, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to, it's not going to be Halloween Ends where I come out here and be like, this movie's trash. Why the hell would they make this? That's not going to happen. I'll be like, okay, it was good. Serviceable. 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. But I think that this movie has the potential to be a 10 out of 10. I think it does. I'm seeing a lot of things about this one that I'm loving. I'm seeing a lot of cool ideas for kills, for reveals, for different things they can set up for the next movie. And I feel like this one has a lot of potential to be your Empire Strikes Back of the Scream franchise. I want to see it. I really want to see that from this movie. And they got it. They can execute that. Like I said, not going to be pissed. I'm not going to be, if it's just a Scream movie at the end of the day, cool. I love Scream. If it's just another Scream movie, hell yeah. 7 out of 10, baby. Let's go. I'm down for that. I'll be all right with that. I'll be happy. But I think this movie can do more than that. I think this one can do just something a little crazier. I think this one can even take a couple steps more into things that they've already established with this franchise that maybe are a little underdeveloped. And that's okay. Not every movie needs to be the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. That's not what I'm expecting from Scream 6. I just think they can turn that knob up a little bit. Just crank that up. Make Ghostface a little scarier. And I'm already seeing that in the trailer. You know what I mean? So I'm getting real pumped for this. I think that's why my expectations are so high. What do I think the motive will be? That's a great fucking question, Hummingbird. Man, I genuinely don't know. I'm horrified it's gonna be that I'm Stu's brother and fuck y'all. I'm gonna kill you just because I'm Stu's brother, and because of course that whatever. That's a cop out. That's a cop out in my mind. That's like, okay, we need a new Scream movie. What's the first thing you think of? Stu's brother. Roman's cousin, you know what I mean? Like another Sidney Prescott relative. It's a cop out. It's the easy way out. Give me something else, man. Something. I'm down with it being related to Sam's bloodline. That can work, but it doesn't have to be that it's Stu's brother, cousin, extended family. It doesn't have to be that. It can be as simple as, I hate the Ghostface killers. They killed someone from my family. Now I want to end it. I want to end the Loomis bloodline. I want to end all the survivors for, being alive and possibly wanting to seek retribution, even though they're doing that themselves. A lot of these motives are hypocritical, so it works. I say do something like that. Do something along the lines of, not even along the lines of anything, just something I haven't seen before. You know what I mean? I just don't want it to be somebody's brother, cousin, nephew, whatever the fuck. We've seen that. We've done that, whatever. If you liked it, you liked it. If you hated it, I agree with you. Let's move on. Let's try something else. There's plenty of reasons to kill people. It doesn't necessarily always have to be for revenge. I want to see what else. They can bring to the table. John Smith is throwing $2 out there again. John, thank you, man. I appreciate that. John's killing it tonight. Saying, Jake, predictions on Tony Revolori. I think that, oh my God, I have to, Blanca, that's fucking hilarious. I got to put that on screen in a second. But Tony Revolori, I think he's a goner. I don't know what he's going to add to this movie personally. I'm actually, he's one of the characters I'm the most is it confused? Is that the right word? He's the one that I'm the most uncertain about what their role will be in the movie. I'm expecting a beginning of the, not opening kill, but a CC Cooper style death from him. Maybe 25 minutes into the movie. 20. Staying consistent. 20 minutes into the movie, we get this death. I could see, I see that happening. This being we got our opening kill out of the way. We got our exposition out of the way. Now Ghostface is here. Tony Revolori's that death, in my opinion. Why? That's what I haven't figured out. I think he's just somebody in the friend group. Personally, I could see that being the case. And then bam, he's a goner. He gets in the way, so Ghostface had to take him out. I feel like it's something as simple as that. Personally, I think we have to have a kind of a character like that to kind of kick it off. Think like Vince in Scream 5. I'm not the biggest fan of that kill. I think it was just okay personally, but yeah, that's essentially the same purpose. To get people talking about who the killer is. We have to have somebody else die, make it seem like this is a bigger threat than just one kill. So that's my guess for Tony Revolori. I would like to see a lot more of him in the movie, though. I do really like him as an actor. I just feel like I haven't seen too much of him. I've seen him as Flash Thompson in the MCU. And that's it. I haven't seen him in anything else personally. So I want to see what else he can bring to the table and hopefully play something a little different than what I'm used to seeing him play. So let's see it. John. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Tony Revolori brings to the table Maybe he's the secret killer. Maybe I'm just totally wrong. That would be sick. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. I want to be surprised. So, John, thank you for the $2, man. I can't wait to see 6, baby. Oh, let's go. Let's go. He's the Vince character of this film, calling it. I'm right there with you, man. Ty Lee is here. What's up, Ty? Saying, I wonder if there's an obvious connection that we're all overlooking, so when it happens, we're all like, oh, shoot. How do we not think of that? Instead of contrived, shoehorned plot. I hope it's not. I hope it's not that. I hope it's not contrived, shoehorned connection, because that's like the thing I'm the most afraid of, Ty. I'm right there with you, man. I don't want to see that. It's Stu's parrot. Stu's parrot. Oh, my God. And then the parrot enters and says, I always had a thing for you, Sydney. I would lose my fucking mind. I would lose I'd be losing my mind in the theater, man. I've always wanted to see Stu's parrot come into this. Why have they not talked more about him? Why is Polly not in the movie? Oh my God. Like, dude, that's what we're going to get. If we keep bringing relatives into this shit, that's what's going to happen. Like that, as ridiculous as that sounds, it's going to be, we're going to start making it seem like, oh, the only way to make a Scream movie is it's got to be somebody's cousin, nephew, brother from the past. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's going to it's going to start getting to just pure absurdity. And this franchise is better than that. Like, it really is. I feel it. Like, I love this franchise. And I think it can do something better. I think it can do something a little more original than that. I really think it can. The Frug is here. Is this so? Like, what is the Frug, my friend? Is this like the rug for fucking? Because that's what I'm thinking. I hear Frug. That's what I hear. I just want to know. I just wanted to hear it from your perspective. Anyways, I really hope it's not revenge as our motive, because that's been the main motive in all of the first 4 movies. I mean, pretty much, pretty much. Jill's a little different. It's a cool motive. I like Jill's motive, but like, Sydney's brother, Billy's mom, okay, whatever. I don't know. Give us something else. We've done that. We've been there, done that, move on. Let's see what else. If it's just like, I want revenge for this. Okay, well, we saw like a bunch of people do that already, so we've seen people do that, we've seen it. We've seen it happen. Bloody Mary is throwing $5 in there. Thank you so much, Bloody Mary, or should I say Wednesday, saying, do you think Kirby and Sam would have known each other at Woodsboro High School? Side note, I received a coffee mug with your logo on it as a gift. Big fan of your channel. Thank you so much. I saw that and I was like, no way, someone finally bought. You are the first person to get a coffee mug. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I was like, I wonder who that was. And now I have an answer. So enjoy. I hope it's the best coffee mug ever. I might get one for myself, actually, now that I think about it. But thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Answering your question, though, Kirby and Sam, would they have known each other? Well, for the longest time, I'm like, that would be really cool if they do something like that. But we actually got evidence today that maybe that's the case. That new clip today on Good Morning America makes it seem like that's Kirby's introduction to the movie. And when Sam walks in, the first thing she says, Kirby? What? What's going on there? What's up? So I think they know each other already. I don't think that, I think that's Kirby's first scene in the movie. Like, I'm pretty confident in that. The music, the introduction seems like the place to implement her into the movie. So my guess is yes. I think they know each other already. They know each other from Woodsboro. Maybe Sam was involved with the 2011 murders. Not directly or anything, but I think she was aware that it was going on. That would have to be my guess as to that. Maybe we can get some of that. Maybe we see some of that, or some of it gets explained in the movie. I think that would be really cool. I could see an opportunity to make Kirby a little suspicious there, make her a bit of a red herring too. If we play it a certain way that maybe, she's connected to the, Jill and all that somehow. She was Jill's best friend after all. So I think she can still be suspicious here in this new movie. Maybe even the killer. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. So I'm down for that. I totally think they could have known each other somehow, and we can write that in. That's not too big of a stretch for me personally. I can see maybe people having a problem with that. I like it though. I'm here for that. That would be a really cool little connection. That makes you go back and look at 4 a little differently. That's what I love about sequels. They make you go back and look at the other movies a little differently. And we've already kind of done that for 1, I think, with some of the other sequels. 3 especially makes you go back and want to watch 1 and be like, oh shit, Scott Foley was here the whole time, technically, or running, pulling the strings, cool. I hope this movie makes us go back to 4 and watch it a little differently, knowing that not only that Kirby survived, but Sam was running around Woodsboro at the same time. A younger version of her, obviously. But I'm down for that, Bloody Mary. I love it. Thanks for the $5. Thank you so much. Thank you. I always thought Kirby was going to be the killer because of that line she says in the trailer that Ghostface repeats. Oh, but now I think the killer is whomever she is saying that line to. Ooh. She's working very closely with Mr. Mulroney. Tell you that much, Detective Bailey. It would be really cool if it was the detective. Like, I've been saying that a lot lately, but I'm like, man, it's New York. It would be so cool if it was the detective working very closely with Kirby, and all that. I don't know. I'm here for that. I think that would be kind of sick. So, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, y'all, I usually like to go for 90 minutes. Sometimes even 2 hours, but old Jake here is pretty damn tired, and I want to save my energy for this weekend talking about the actual film. I turned Southern for a moment there, but anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I do appreciate it. I can't fucking wait for this damn movie. I love talking with all of y'all about it. It's been so much fun for the past year. Hopefully, you'll stick around for the 7 discussions. I know the movie's not greenlit yet, but come on, it's gonna happen. So hopefully, I can't wait to talk with all y'all about the movie this weekend. It's gonna be great. So if you get to see it Thursday or Friday, hop in the stream Friday night, and don't worry if you can't make that one. If you're like, I'm seeing it Saturday, Jake, well, I got your back. We're going live Saturday as well and Sunday. Gonna have streams all weekend, even moving into Monday, even moving into the next week. It's gonna be fucking crazy. It's gonna be stream-a-palooza, basically. It's gonna be awesome. So I'm excited. I can't wait to talk with all y'all about the movie. Hopefully we all like it. So all the love and power to you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on the last little theory stream. As always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace out.